Hi there. Welcome to a series of videos called English for Emerson. We're working on reading and writing some basic English. Now, last time we worked on a question, which is a very basic question, very important, which is, do you understand? Very interesting if you think about it. Do you understand? Basically, it means, do you get it? And I was thinking about this word, understand. Understand, long word. And how does that mean? Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you get it? And then I was thinking, well, if you were standing underneath something, kind of like standing underneath an apple tree, do you follow me here? That would be a way that you would get it. If you're standing underneath something, you'll probably get it eventually. It'll drop and down and you'll get it. I think that might make sense to me, at least, as to how in the world understand means in English. Do you get it? Or I get it. I understand. I'm underneath it. I'm going to get it. Kind of like if you're playing ball and someone throws a pass to you, you're underneath it, you're standing under the ball, you're going to get it. So I guess it makes some sense in some way, English. And now we're going to answer the question. And the way we're going to do it first is we'll do both negative and we'll do yes and no. We're going to start with yes. Yes, I do. That's what we're going to write today. Yes, I do. Okay? Do you understand? Yes, I do. Okay. Good. We're going to start with the word yes, and that begins with a Y. Capital Y. We start every sentence with a capital. Yeah. Yes. Start with a Y. I'm going down here. I'm going to make my capital Y. Start at the top line. On the diagonal down to the middle line, and then I'm going to go back up to the top, make another diagonal down to the middle line, and then from the middle line I'm going to go down to the bottom line. So this Y, and it's not a very good one, you'll find out that on this channel nothing's quite perfect. That Y goes from the top down to the middle line and all the way down to the bottom line. That capital Y takes up the space between three lines. We do it that way on this channel to size our letters correctly. Capitals take up the space between three lines, okay? So the word yes begins with a Y. The next letter on yes is going to be an E. E can make the sound eh. That would be, in English, a short E sound, eh. We go between the middle and the bottom line for our lowercase e. We go up to the midline and down to the bottom. And there is a lowercase e. That's a nice one. Now we listen to that word. Yes. Can you hear the S? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. The S is a hard word to draw. We start below the midline and we come backward from right to left up to the midline and we wrap it around like that. Yes. That's a nice one. Yes. Okay. Here's where things get complicated in this lesson. I've always got to make it a little extra difficult. Just my nature. Yes, I do. We're going to introduce something in this lesson that we haven't done before, and that's a thing called a comma. I'm going to write that up in the picture. C-O-M-M-A spells comma. A comma is a mark that we make in a sentence that tells there's a pause there. It's not the end of the sentence, but there's a pause in the beginning, in the sentence. And that's what a comma indicates. A comma is a little mark on the bottom line. Kind of a mark through the bottom line like that. Do you see that right there? That thing right there is called a comma. It indicates a pause. Now, I think that commas are one of the most difficult things in all of English because I never know where to put them. But one thing you can know about commas is one place you know that you need them is after you start a sentence with the word yes or no. For example, if someone asked me, "Do you like horses?" Listen to that sentence real quick. Do you like horses? Look at my lips when I say it. Do you like horses? My lips really never stop moving. There's no pause in the sound. It just goes straight through. Do you like horses? There's no comma because there's no pause. Do you like horses? My lips never stop moving. The sound just flows out. When I answer that question, do you like horses? If I say, yes, I like horses. Now look at my lips. Yes, I like horses. Do you see how they stop moving after I say yes? Yes, I like horses. You can hear the pause in that sentence. Or if I say, no, I don't like horses. Do you see how my lips and the sound stops after I say no? No, I don't like horses. That pause where my lips stop moving and the sound stops, that's where you'd put a comma. And that's when we start a sentence with the word yes or no. It's just natural to have a little pause. And then we finish. So, same thing with this very short sentence. Yes, I do. You can hear the pause after the yes. Do you understand? There's no pause. There's no comma here. And do you understand? You can see my lips going. Do you understand? It's just straight out. But when I answer and say, yes, I do, there's a little pause after the word yes. Yes, I do. We don't say, yes, I do. Usually we don't. I hope not. We say, yes, I do. There's a little pause. So anytime when you're writing English, I know this has turned into a long explanation. Bear with me. Try to. If you start a sentence with the word yes or no, you know that you're going to put a comma after the yes or the no. There's a little pause there. So, the next word in this is I. And I believe, is the only word that is always capitalized. I'll have to look that up. I might be right. I might be wrong. But I think the word I is the only word in all of English that's always capitalized. Well, maybe not. We start with a straight line down. Then we go to the top line and make a mark across from left to right. Then we go to the bottom, left to right. There's our capital I. Yes, I do. We're going to do a lowercase d. It starts like a lowercase c. And then we do a straight line down from the top. And finally, we end it with an O. Counterclockwise from the middle line. Yes, I do. And we end that, it's a sentence, we end it with a period. That's a dot right there on the bottom line. Do you understand? Yes, I do. And there we go. We answered the question and we learned about the comma. The next time on English for Emerson, I'm excited about it. we're going to answer this with no, I don't. And we're going to see how to write that. Okay, see you next time on English for Emerson. Bye-bye.